So I've been thinking about the custom character for Sonic Forces and just what Sega and Sonic Team usually tend to do with a new character in a Sonic game, and that is kill them off. So my question is the custom character going to die? Some people have kind of brought up this theory already because if you listen to Fist Bump, it sounds really action-packed and whatever. It has a really intense beat. And then towards the end of the song, it cuts to piano. This very minor, kind of sad sounding piano outro. So some people are thinking that the custom character is going to die, especially if you listen to the lyrics that pop up before the sad piano, which is before I say goodbye, one last fist bump. So, before I say goodbye, one last fist bump. So people are interpreting the part before I say goodbye maybe as, the person that you're playing as, the character, is gonna die. And knowing Sega, I think that's more than likely the case because, again, they tend to kill off the new characters. Hell, Shadow was going to be killed off. We weren't supposed to see him again, but due to the character's popularity, Sega brought back Shadow. But then, who do they kill off to get rid of Chip? They technically, damn it, Sega. They made it seem like they were going to get rid of the Wisps in Sonic Colors, the ending of the game. But now they're just back as freaking power-ups, So, I don't know, the Wisps are the exception, but Chip dies, the Chow, which were technically new characters in Sonic Adventure, they're gone too. Shara the Genie, she's gone. Razor, he's gone. Let's see, who else? Freaking Tikal, Sonic Adventure, she's gone too. So basically, they tend to kill off a new character they introduce in Sonic games. So, I don't know, I feel like maybe the custom character is gonna die and he or she is gonna give up their life to save Sonic or whatever, kind of like how Chip did that at the end of Sonic Unleashed. Freaking Elise and freaking Myphilis and all that stupid crap in Sonic 06, those were new characters too and they got retconned and they don't exist. Now, I'm not complaining about that. Sonic 06 should not have existed, period. They should have delayed the game. Screw making it an anniversary title because it was not ready. They should have just delayed the game and released it as a separate thing. But anyway, point is, I think the custom character is going to die because they seem to be doing that with pretty much all their other new characters. Hell, the only characters that are still around are, the main cast, the characters that have been in Sonic's series ever since the beginning. But other than those main characters, I guess the Chaotix were technically main characters, I guess. I don't know, whatever, side characters, whatever. The point is, if you're not from the classic era of Sonic, you're more than likely gonna die if you're a character, So, I don't know. I really don't know what to say about that or how to feel about that. Like, why introduce this custom character feature if it's gonna then be gone in the next Sonic game, you know what I mean? So, if the custom character doesn't die, what does that mean? Does that mean that character is now canon and the Wolf custom character, the Wolf character, is gonna be now a permanent addition to the cast? Or, is it gonna be that he dies? Because I don't see, what are they gonna do after Sonic Forces? If the custom character doesn't die, how are they gonna then tie that character into the canon? So, the only thing I can think of is he is going to die, the custom character, the wolf. I mean, you can technically make them, any species you want. But the reason why I'm referring to the wolf is that's the one that represents the custom character. That kind of is the custom character. Kind of like how you can make your character in Xenoblade Chronicles X be whoever you want to be. But, the character that represents that is Cross. Cross is technically the default, the intended custom character, just like how the wolf is the default, the intended custom character. So that's what I'm going to be referring to from now on, the wolf custom character. I think he's going to die. How is he going to die? I don't know. I like to think that in order to make this as cinematic and crazy as possible, final boss, Sonic goes supersonic. Maybe the wolf gets a super form too. I don't know. Who knows what the hell Sega's gonna do? You know what I mean? Personally, just a little side note here. I would love if they brought back the hyper form from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But I've heard the supposed reason as to why they are never going to bring that back ever again is because the hyper form has a lot of bright flashing lights and that could cause seizures. But I've seen mods of Sonic Generation that bring back Hypersonic and it can work. It totally can work. That's not a good excuse. Just tone down the colors, tone down how fast the colors transition, and tone down the brightness of the flash that happens in that form, and there you go. He works. Just tone him down so the visuals aren't that overwhelming, and there you go. He would work in 3D. I've seen it. You can go look it up. Go type up Hypersonic Sonic Generations mod. He's in the game through mods. It's possible. You can do it. Sega just doesn't want to do it. But if they brought that back for Forces, that would be awesome. Now, what form is the custom character going to get? I don't know. But I think that would be cool if the custom character had something like a super form, because apparently only hedgehogs can go super now, even though Tails and Knuckles also had a super form, but whatever. Pretty much every other modern, current Sonic game, like ever since Sonic Adventure, it was only Sonic that could go super. Oh well. So, will the custom character get a super form? No, I think he'll get something like it towards the end of the game, he or she. And then when the custom character gets their custom wolf gets his super form, or something like his super form equivalent, that he's gonna go attack Infinite. There's gonna be some crazy showdown where, the characters are getting beaten up. Like, it's gonna definitely give into that whole, shonen anime cliche. First half of the fight, heroes are winning, they're kicking ass, they're showing off their skills that they're good at fighting. Second half of fight is the villain winning, beating the crap out of the heroes, beating up the hero to the point they're like near death. And then third half of fight is hero finding some adrenaline boost within themselves and they kick some ass. It's the typical sort of 3-act, I guess you could say, structure of a fight in a shonen anime. I could totally see that working in Sonic the Hedgehog and do that same thing with the characters, and then during the third act of the fight where they finally get that comeback, the hero wolf, custom wolf, he, I don't know, like does something to like push Sonic out of the way or whatever, and he fights Infinite himself, and then he dies. And that's it, no more custom hero. So I think he is gonna die. Because Sega just does that lately, where if you introduce a new character, they die, then they're not gonna be a permanent character in the Sonic cast. The only exception to that really is the Wisps, but at the same time, they're already kind of dead. The Wisps were introduced in Sonic Colors as a character, as a race of aliens, and then from that point on, that's it. They weren't really a race on Planet Wisp anymore. It just kept popping up over and over as power-ups. So they went from being a character with an established race to being a power-up. So that's why I feel like even the Wisps were still technically kind of killed off. Even though they're still there in game, they have technically died as well. They're just power-ups now. So that's what I think. I think the custom character is going to die. The tone of the song Fist Bump towards the end definitely hints at that, at least in my opinion, and many other people are kind of getting that vibe too. It gets really, really sad towards the end of the song. Before I say goodbye, one last fist bump. So it's like, before I say goodbye, when we celebrate one more moment with you, let me have one more good moment with you before you pass on. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. That's the kind of vibe that many other people are getting. Because then right after that part, the chorus, the last chorus, you hear the sad piano. So a lot of people think that that's hinting towards death. Someone is going to die in Sonic Forces, and I think it has to be the custom character. So let me know what you guys think. I feel like it makes sense. You know, if you feel like it doesn't make sense, hey, feel free to tell me why. I think it does, but whatever. We'll see. We'll see. And considering how this game has so far a darker tone than the other Sonic games, I can totally see the character being killed off and actually do it on screen, like how Maria died in Sonic Adventure 2. I can totally see them doing an on-screen death with a custom character. I think that'd be kind of cool and kind of sad, but I like it. I like that tragic crap. We need more tragedy. We need more tragedy in Sonic. We need to balance out the humor with tragedy, which Sonic has not been doing lately, and now they're kind of trying to balance that again, you know? They're trying to add more drama, more stakes, more tension. That's good for storytelling. Anyway, this is Lit and Fire going away. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time. Bye.